From the vaults, what's up? This is BlaaZe, and this right here is a special love song to my father. Special. That's what it is. Um, so my father, well, his father, my grandfather, he was a mill worker in Bombay. He used to work in the mills, and my father was a mine worker. He used to work in the copper mines in Zambia. Um, he worked hard all his life till the last breath, never retired, never rested, and I plan to follow his lead on that. I'll be 79 making my own rhymes. We're gonna do this. 2055, BlaaZe on the mic with a pimp stick, still gonna shine. Man, my dad, he had to put up with a lot of stuff, a lot of backlash from society's ways back then, because well, I was an Indian kid growing up in Africa, Zambia, and by the age of 10, I had the earring, I was breakdancing, and doing all the things that Indian kids just didn't do back then, especially in Zambia. But it was amazing because he never said no. In fact, when we were doing our stage shows and breakdancing, my sister would be choreographing, and then she would do her Bharatanatyam. She would get her Bharatanatyam swag on. And my mother would be stitching up the clothes and designing and styling young BlaaZe. And my dad would put up the sets in the back, like I was trying to put up a little something there, but that's what he would do. He would put up the sets, always come up with new ideas. I remember in 1987, he put up in Ndola, there was a performance, and he put up a white cloth, put a light behind it, and said, "Go stand in between, so your shadow will cast out onto that, and the audience is on the other side, and it would look, wow." And then we'd pull the cloth down, and you would appear. This was way back. Simple, small things, but beautiful things that, yeah, he was amazing at that. When I was 4, I got up on stage and I had a little guitar that I pretended to play. And my dad was up there playing something, um, along with some other guys in the band. And to me, that video still exists. Shalini Nair, this is a shout out to you out there. I know you're watching. I know you have the VHS tape. We're in lockdown now. So all you got to do is go find it and pass it along to a brother. That's priceless. So that was one of my first memories. But more recently, I found a picture of my father in a band playing the triangle. Isn't that something? I mean, so to me, when I have my logo, my medallion, and my triangle, And in some videos, when I'm out there doing the triangle, it's kind of like a lot of people ask about, yo, ain't that the Illuminati sign? What's going on? I'm saying, man, that's a triangle that my dad used to play, and now I'm paying homage to that every day. And actually, when you take a deeper look at the picture, when he's playing that triangle, it's literally like he's playing the Illuminati. Think about it. Some of the crazy stuff I got to tell you about is when my father was cool with doing little silly gangster things with me. To me, they're gangster because back then we used to get VHS tapes. You had to source the VHS tapes, and from my school friends who knew friends who had friends, I used to figure out where to go and get the latest music videos. And Michael Jackson's Bad, Paula Abdul, all of these clips had just kind of come out or something that time. And I remember we had to go into the ghettos. Literally, it was near the Salaula market, and we had to drive down there in the night. And after dinner, my father would take me with no hesitation, you know. And we would drive down, go through the ghetto, anticipating to see the brand new Michael Jackson video. That's all that I could think about. And I don't know what my dad would think about, but he was just okay with it. You know, he was like, all right, we got to go do this. Let's go do this. He would sit in the car waiting as I would make my way through the neighborhood, get the VHS tapes, come home. And it was almost like Christmas, man, every time that happened. It was so beautiful. And yeah, he did that for me. That was big. Another time, I was when I was at boarding school in the UK, and I used to visit back home in Zambia. I was just there for like a month or 2 months, and then going back to school. It was just for holidays, but it was a time when music systems had just come out, CD players, and I remember going to a shop in Kitwe in Zambia, and we saw a 5 CD changer, and I was like, man, you know, I'm making music and I need to play it on a system like that. But I was a kid then, I didn't know how expensive it was. But the next day, nevertheless, got home and my dad came home with the music system, and it was only later that I found out that he had to have worked out a deal with the shop owner to pay in installments through deducting his salary. And there was no paperwork. It was just the power of his words, the honor, the pride. And it, you know, he did that. I never got to say thank you, but yeah, that's something that sticks with you too. So today, I mean, I'm basically celebrating the one and only, the legendary Mr. R.V. Raman. And he was truly happy when A.R. Rahman gave me a shout out, gave me a break, let it happen. And though my father passed away before he ever got to see my name on a CD, you know, which is why credit's so important, man. It's not a lot that, you know, artists ask for a lot of times, but just a couple of letters on something, and it makes the world of difference. So to me, he never saw my name credited anywhere. He passed away just as I got that break, but I know he was real happy, and he's seen the struggle, and that's why it's kind of crazy, the kind of world we live in, because when they say there's a balance, when you're going through hard times, it's going to be great times. That's true. But it's also true that when you got something great, you know, something bad probably around the corner. So you better, you know, watch your guard and stay on guard. But to me, so it always kept me grounded. Losing him just when I got my A.R. Rahman break, realized that this is just something that I do because I love to do. And right now I'm doing it with you, for you. And Yeah, before I forget, share, subscribe, spread the word, because this is how we roll. My mom is holding the fort down. She's got the strength. My sister, the family. Um, and it's been tough, but if you're watching out there, Mom, I want to say what's up. And remember this. Check it out. Here we go. This one's for you, Dad. This is Uire, love song to my father. Peace. Up there, right here, everywhere, omnipresent. It's been 7 years since July 21st, the day I remember to be my worst. That's the day my father passed away from me. So ever since, I've been trying to sing this song. This right here is my love song to my father. Cause it's like all I wanna do is call out to you, call out to your soul, find you once more to come back and make me whole. Cause I miss you.
My father said, the pen is mightier than this war. My father said, he who hesitates is lost. Say what you gotta say right now. Gotta speak your right somehow. Don't be silent, speak louder. Gotta stand up, don't be prouder. Another land, another show, another place, another day. I pray for the day I see my father's face again. And in my head, I hear his voice, I feel his breath. I wanna shout, I wanna cry, I wanna run into his arms and hide. Oh, yeah, but that's all about. Yeah, oh, yeah, we got us all about. Just like the shelter when the rain be pouring down. Just like the fire when it's going all around. He gave me everything, everything I ever wanted. That's why I'm where I am. And the time went by and I thought, why will my struggle never end? I told my father, oh dear son, you gotta make me win. Oh dear son, be patient. That's what he would say. It's time now for you to shine on. Be brave and keep me baby. Say, oh yeah, para salaba. Quiero seré, viva la salaba. Quiero seré, para salaba. Quiero iré, viva la salaba. Salama.